How are you sending files from your phone to a computer? I bet you $10 how I do it isn't how you do it. Because listen to how the kids are doing it these days.
I have my own Discord server.
Discord? Jesus Christ. All right, while I'm yapping, let me know what you use down in the comments. And if you're sitting there thinking, wait, I can do that? Yes, you can. Like this person right here. Your first thought might be Google Drive. No, we want to skip over the cloud. Direct. And you might be thinking AirDrop, which is a good first thought. However, we don't want to be locked to that ecosystem because Tim Apple is the devil. Local Send, Snapdrop, and SyncThing are 3 options that are great for something like this. They're all cross-platform, some of them open source, lightweight, fast. Snapdrop is an auto no for me because it requires you to use a browser. If I have to open a browser to get to a file I need to send, that is stupid. I'm not doing it. I am a trusted entity. I don't want to accept the transfer. SyncThing is the obvious winner of these 3 because it is a continuous sync. However, it is never my go-to recommendation because there's a little bit of a setup. It can be a little overwhelming for the average user, but not as overwhelming as
using email.
There are other options like Phone Link or Intel Unison, which are apps that are meant for like syncing your phone with your computer. Some of those might include things like sharing links or a universal clipboard. By the way, did you know that ShareDrop, powered by LimeWire, exists? This was news to me. Yeah, LimeWire, that app that you got viruses from trying to download the most recent Panic at the Disco album. However, it could be worse. You could be using the USB charger thingy. First thing that comes to mind, those 10-foot LED charger cables you get at 7-Eleven, the ones that light your phones on fire. There is actually one newer service that I hadn't heard of yet called Blip. This one looks modern and interesting. I love that there is a free and paid version. I'm gonna have to test this one out for myself. I'm intrigued. I use an app called Resilio. It has been around for 12 years. It used to be called BitTorrent Sync. It uses the torrent protocol to send files back and forth. Because I use my phone to record a lot, I will often send 50 to 80 gigabytes of data from my phone to a computer or NAS wirelessly. It is my go-to for bulk media transfer. Free, cross-platform, works wirelessly, uses your local network, no cloud. I love it. And it is fast. Like I can max out a 1 gigabit connection on a computer. I've been using that app for 12 years. Let that sink in. There is always KDE Connect, but if you use KDE Connect, you certainly don't need me explaining anything to you.